Hello students, and welcome back again to the e-learning session. Now, in the last class, we discussed regarding the working and discovery of stomach. If you remember, I told you that stomach plays an important role in digestion of protein. Means the digestive juices which are secreted by the lining of stomach acts on protein. Okay, so the digestive juices secreted by the lining of stomach or the cells present inside the stomach acts majorly on the proteins, and the breakdown of proteins occurs inside the stomach. Still there are some amount of carbohydrates, some fats and proteins as well, which are still not being totally broken down into simpler forms. And now that work of breaking down the fats, some proteins and carbohydrates is passed on towards the small intestine. So the next topic of today is small intestine. Small intestine is a highly convoluted tube. Small intestine, highly convoluted tube. Means it has been formed into many layers. Okay. For example, let me draw here. Okay. For example, this is stomach. Then here starts now. There is a large intestine. And here the highly convoluted small intestine lies. And it is joined to the large intestine. So highly convoluted means many folds are there of intestine here, and it forms a highly convoluted tube. Now one of the major functions that intestine performs is it gets secretions from accessory digestive glands. It gets secretion from accessory digestive glands. What do you mean by accessory digestive gland? Accessory means those glands which assist in the process of digestion. Assist means help. Those glands which are going to help. Main काम कौन कर रहा है digestion का? Saliva and stomach. But still it requires some help from other enzymes or other juices, and those are provided by accessory digestive glands. One of the most important is liver and other is pancreas. Okay, so liver and pancreas, these are the two glands which are assisting the process of digestion, which are playing an important role in the process of digestion. How liver plays an important role in the process of digestion? When liver produces juices called as bile juice. Liver produces bile juices, and these bile juices are important in breakdown of fats. But liver is an organ. Liver is such kind of organ in our body which cannot directly over its secretion towards its action side. मतलब इंटेस्टाइन के अंदर ये लिवर जो है खुद के बाइल जूसेस को डायरेक्ट नहीं डाल सकता है, तो फिर क्या होगा? डायरेक्ट नहीं डाल सकता है तो फिर कहाँ पर स्टोर करेगा? So first the bile juices are stored in an organ called as gallbladder. Near our abdominal cavity, near our abdomen, this is the abdominal region. Okay, so near our abdominal region there is a bladder sac-like structure present that is known as gallbladder. And wherever in human body you will hear the word bladder, it means it is meant for storage. Now the gallbladder is meant for what storage? Storage of what? Storage of bile juices. Okay, so bile juices are stored in the gallbladder, and the main role of bile juices is to degrade the fats present inside the food, which is passed forward from the stomach into the small intestine. Alright, which is passed forward. Now, what is the role of pancreas? Pancreas secretes some enzymes or some juices which are extremely important for the digestion of proteins. Which are important for the digestion of proteins. So there are many complex proteins as well as some carbohydrates which need to be digested. And that's why pancreatic juices come there, and pancreatic juices are done in the small intestine, and then these pancreatic juices works on the protein and break down the protein into simple compounds. This is what digestion means. Digestion is nothing but breakdown of simple compounds or breakdown of complex food into simpler form. Is nothing but the digestion process, right? So now the proteins are being broken down. All right. What again can you call as the function of small intestine? Again, I can call it here that it also breaks down the carbohydrate. Small intestine plays an important role in breakdown of fat, protein as well as carbohydrates, and these are broken down into molecules such as fats are converted into fatty acids, right? Fats are converted into fatty acids that can be utilized, proteins are converted into amino acids that can be utilized, and the carbohydrates are converted into glucose. So this is nothing but their simple form. Carbohydrate is a complex food, simple form glucose. Protein is a complex food, simple form amino acid, and fat is a complex food, its simple form is fatty acid. So these conversion is now helpful for the body so that they can absorb the converted simpler form of food. Getting it? So they can absorb the converted simpler form of food. Alright. So this is about the small intestine. Now there are some processes which goes on continuously inside the small intestine that we will study now. Alright. Now what processes goes on in the small intestine? One of the most important process that goes on in the small intestine is absorption. Now see, you have to understand this point. Till date we have studied regarding digestion. अब तक हमने ये पढ़ा है कि डाइजेस्ट कैसे होता है फूड पार्टिकल. कैसे होता है? First and most important step in the digestion of any food particle, that is saliva. Saliva plays a role. Then stomach. Then we saw pancreatic juice as well as the bile juice secreted by the liver came and mixed with the food and again digested, converted the complex foods into simpler form. Now what is important? Now the most important thing is our body requires those nutrients, and the nutrients from the small intestine needs to be absorbed back to the body, and that process is done in the absorption. Okay. Now intestine is a small structure. If intestine is a small structure, then it must have something which will increase its surface area. What is surface area? For example, this is my hand and this is its surface area. Okay. If this can absorb the, if it is said that the skin can absorb nutrients. Okay. If it is said skin can absorb nutrients, then my whole skin becomes a surface area for absorption, right? So there is more surface area, more will absorption. All right. So to increase the surface area, there are similar-like structures inside the small intestine, and that are known as villi. Okay, villi is a plural word, villus is a singular. Okay, villus is a singular word. What exactly are the villi? What exactly are the villi? Can you guess what exactly will be their function? Can you guess? Yes, the function of villi will be to increase surface area for absorption of digested food. These villi are nothing but finger-like outgrowths present inside the wall of small intestine. Inside the wall of small intestine, there are some finger-like outgrowths, and these are called as villi. Getting it? So, as this villi plays an important role in digestion process, what role it plays? It increases the surface area for absorption. Means now we have more area due to villi, and if more area is there, the absorption also is more, or the rate of absorption of the body of nutrients also becomes more. So this process, this absorption is called as, this process of absorption of food is referred to as absorption in the small intestine. Alright, now the villi is provided with a network of blood capillaries, blood vessels, blood capillaries. Okay, so these capillaries are nothing but they are about to carry the blood away from the intestine towards the part of the body, whichever part of the body it requires. Okay, and then the next process that takes place is assimilation. What do you mean by assimilation? Assimilation is nothing but simple ground. The digested food, if it is absorbed for making the complex food such as protein, because see, हम लोग भले ही कार्बोहाइड्रेट प्रोटीन वगैरह कंज्यूम करते हैं, but our body also makes protein because for our growth. So when the nutrients absorbed by the small intestine gets absorbed by the body and utilized for making complex foods such as proteins, complex substances such as proteins, then that is known as assimilation of that food. Okay, and now the undigested portion, whatever after absorption and after assimilation, if there is still anything left, then it is passed forward towards the large intestine, where food and water, basically minerals and water, will again be reabsorbed, then will be passed outside the body. Alright, so absorption and assimilation, these are the two terms, these are the two processes that takes place in the small intestine. Hope you have understood this topic. Alright, thank you.